City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Aztecs will punt this one away.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So UNLV's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Jolly. He makes the connection. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, fourth and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on fourth and inches every single time.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Got a man, it's Nolan. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route runner. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking for a man. It's Jolly. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
With jet sweep pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, UNLV. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Sutton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quick completion on the out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's Jolly. Working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Caught behind the line. It's McDaniel. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
That's caught. It's Beasley. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Fires to the tight end. Just plowing ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Jolly. Zings it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
San Diego State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Sutton. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great...
Unloads it downfield. And he's got it at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're getting this guy lathered up. Smashes through. Second down coming up. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On second down, he'll fire. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Jolly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's McDaniel. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to throw on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to throw. It's Jolly. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. To the air. It's Jolly. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Sutton.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How many many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's McDaniel. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now on 2nd down. Give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Fernandez. He's got his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The back goes in motion. He leaves it with his back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chasing, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Got a lot of running room. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Offense getting set for 1st down. On the run, it's Sutton. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Back to throw, it's Fernandez. He's right on target. Tackled immediately after the catch. The defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Takes the handoff, it's Thomas. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. On target. Touchdown, UNLV! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out! Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering...
Touchdown Aztecs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to let it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time.
Looking to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Complete to the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw and wings it incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UNLV.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.